Well, last year's game has nothing to do with this year's game. So, I mean, I don't even know, what is it? Don't lose a lead, I guess. I mean, I don't want to repeat that if we get a lead, but unfortunately, it's not that easy. Anytime we play UCLA, we know it's going to be a great challenge. I got a ton of respect for Mick. I mean, he's a really good basketball coach, and every time you play against him, the game's going to be physical. It's going to be gritty. That he and his staff are paying attention to the details. So you have to be prepared. So I'm really excited about the challenge. I think our guys are really looking forward to a couple of days of preparation. We don't need to get too overly excited yet because the game's not till Friday evening. But like I said earlier, I'm looking forward to getting home and starting our UCLA prep.
When you look back at that game, though, regardless of the game itself, but like what you seem like you guys kind of had a turning point after that game. You knew Mo would be out, et cetera. Was there anything when you look back at that?
Well, that we were going through a tough stretch, and that was kind of the end of it. We going into it. Mo looked like he was turning the corner and really coming back healthy, and then a couple of days before the game he re-injured his foot, and basically his season was over. So then we were forced to on the fly kind of figure out a little different way to play. Nothing crazy, but we had to make some adjustments, and that was the first game we really headed into it, and we had some success with it, but we also had some struggles with it, and UCLA had something to do with that. We had something to do with that. I just remember, feeling like, we were in good shape in that game to kind of secure, a win, which you never take for granted because there was a lot of time left in the clock. So I think we were up, 10 or 11 or something, like 10 minutes to go or 8 minutes to go, and we lost. And, that was obviously disappointing, and it was kind of it had been a tough stretch. It had been a tough month, and, to lose in that fashion was difficult, but, we bounced back. We bounced back and rallied and started playing better, and kind of salvaged what was a difficult start to a season and gave ourselves a chance to make a run of the tournament, and that's what it's all about.
Since there's always changes in players now, it's more about like what coaches do. How would you describe the best a Mick Cronin coach team? Like, what do you expect from that kind of thing?
Tough, sound. They have a plan, and they stick to their plan. I mean, I don't know. Do you want to go X and O's with me?
No,
But I don't know. I don't think you need any more description than that.
Do you think that
tough, solid, well schooled in the fundamentals, have a plan and a conviction to stick with their plan? And whenever you play somebody that has those attributes, I don't care what they're running. It's going to be a tough game.
Well, how about the tempo, since he tends to play at a slower pace?
Yeah, I mean, he's comfortable playing slower. I'm comfortable playing faster. It's always going to be a clash, But we know, we've got to probably be comfortable, playing in some slower games. Today's game was a slow game. It wasn't. There was a lot of long possessions, down at there in the front. We even had a few on offense, and UCLA's got to probably be comfortable figuring out a way to win some games playing faster. You just kind of got, once the game plays out, we'll both kind of figure out what we got to do to try to get our teams over the finish line.
So your thoughts?
Bruce. Sorry. So you're midway through this three-year series with them. How do you feel like it fits just playing UCLA?
I mean, I love it. I mean, I hope we're able to continue it on an annual basis. I mean, for me, I don't see any reason to not do that.
If you were not to have UCLA, would you like to try to play a game in the LA area each year as well?
Not necessarily.
No? Okay.
I mean, maybe if you have a recruiting deal here and there, but this is what I know. From what I heard, Arizona fans need to get out and buy some tickets. There's a lot of tickets available for this game. This isn't like the Vegas deal. So all our alumni in Southern California, we need you. We need you guys to come out there. I mean, LA is a tougher market. When we play in Phoenix or we play in Vegas, we kind of know what kind of crowd to expect. LA can be a little tougher. So, we need our fans to get online, buy their tickets, and come out and cheer their Wildcats on Friday night.
Would you have a freshman like Braden who's gotten so much attention nationally, especially in California? I mean, he's going back there in his fourth game or whatever. Do you have to talk to him about it, or how does that hit you?
I mean, not really. I mean, Braden's played in a lot of big games, and like a lot of freshmen, he's figuring his way out in this deal right now too. But I have no doubts that he's going to be really, really successful. So You know, I mean, no stress on me. I'm sure he's, you know, probably trying to figure it out and scratching his head, but that's a normal thing for any really talented young player. It just doesn't come easy.
Your thoughts on Den and the pressure he can put on the defense?
You know, to be honest with you, I haven't watched a bunch of them. I mean, I know he's got a great reputation. I hear he's a dynamic offensive player, great speed, really good in the pick and roll game, great passer, great finisher. So, you know, I mean, you know, obviously he was highly coveted by a lot of people, and you know, and then UCLA really wanted him, and they got their guys. So, you know, we're expecting, you know, him to be at the center of everything they do.
I know it's early, but he didn't play last night, and Nick said he was banged up or whatever. I mean,
I got no
you
inside
expect him,
information.
and does it make much of a difference?
Well, I mean, I'm sure if he
From what
doesn't
you're
play, it
saying.
makes a little difference,
Yeah.
but we're not for 1 second gonna think that he's not gonna play. I mean, he's gonna play Friday, and he's gonna probably play, you know, as many minutes as he can stay on the court.
Do you like the fact that you already had a tough game against Florida in a different environment?
100%. I mean, 100%. I mean, I love those games. I love these games at McHale. You know, anytime we get a chance to go out and compete, you know, as a team, you know, with our game uniforms on against somebody else is special, and it's something that should never be taken for granted. You know, I mean, I know it's easy when you sit in your guys' seat to think that, oh, they're playing school XYZ, you know what I mean? But I don't look at it that way. I mean, I have a lot of respect for competition. I have a lot of respect for our opponents. And I know that every one of these games is an opportunity for us to learn and go through experience where it's not scripted. You know, and you got to be good in those unscripted moments. And so I really value these games. And anytime we can play in front of our fans in McHale and Tucson, it's a special day for me.
What's your hope or expectation for signing 1 or 2 guys?
And we'll see. You know, we'll see. I mean, maybe we can pull a rabbit out of a hat or two. I don't know. Let's see what happens.
You had said, though, that, you know, it seemed like the trend was a lot of these top guys were holding off. Is that?
I don't know who said
in
that's a
your case
trend. I mean,
now?
I see a lot of them committing.
Yeah.
So let's see. Again, you know, you don't judge a recruiting class until next fall. I mean, in my opinion, you know, I mean, you can get easily distracted by this and that. Let's see who shows up on the campus in the fall. You know, that's obviously what matters, because those are the guys that are gonna play in games. So whether it's the early signing period or the late signing period, or you know, an international kid or a transfer, it doesn't matter to me as long as you're getting the right kids in your program.
All right, thanks, Coach.